Closed caption, boy. That goes right along with our movie. Make sure you put that into the comments section. Speaking of our movie, this week's movie was Snatch. Screenshot Guy's first one on his trilogy of season of directors for Guy Ritchie. This movie came out in 2000. Unscrupulous boxing promoters, violent bookmark makers, and a Russian gangster, incompetent amateur robbers, and supposedly Jewish jewelers fight to track down a priceless stolen diamond. All right.
Guy Ritchie's second feature-length film.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his first feature-length film, which I almost chose, but decided to go with this one as the first choice of his, is Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Oh, yeah.
He'd done some videos and some real short films before that, but this is his second feature-length film.
Gotcha. Yeah, this film was totally you need a closed caption for.
This was great too because I got to pull this out and it asked me whether I wanted to watch it in full frame or widescreen.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, widescreen, thanks.
My first question is, because this was my first time seeing this, and to see this, I think it was your first time seeing this. Did anybody else see this before?
This was my first time as well.
So this was all right. So three of us. This is our first.
And what a pleasant surprise, because it was a pleasant surprise.
It's an old movie, but it's aged well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has aged very well.
And some major stars in this too.
Did you all watch it? Because I also I started out I'm not gonna really worry about the captions, and after I did end up putting the captions on because there is some tough accents going on, and so.
Please.
Oh man, when I was making the intro and just looking at all the clips and stuff, I was like, okay, when I watch this movie, I'm gonna have to put the captions on because
that's so funny. Yo, Brick Top, just the most
Brick Top.
vile lines. Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an
Appropriate source.
agent personified, in this case by a horrible cat like me, and I edited it just for sale.
I also love
in the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again. And do you know what happens when you feed a pig too much?
When that guy walks up to him and says, "Thanks for the tip," he goes, "When I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know what it tastes like. If you stop me walking again, I will cut your Jacobs off."
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
I was one of those brave souls. I don't need no closed captions for this movie. I can, I'm really good at deciphering accents. I work in a call center. I get all types of accents.
Nah, son, yeah, nothing like this.
This?
Really?
Man, within 5 minutes. Oh yeah.
You're gonna love that. You're gonna love some of the ones coming up then.
Oh Lord.
How can we talk about this? Is what Jason Statham was doing before he was suddenly became an action star, and he couldn't figure out why he was considered an action star.
I know. Now he's an action star. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
Little down the memory lane with Dennis Farina as well.
Yeah. Everybody in this movie did really well.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed Guy Ritchie's other films.
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
Right there.
And what's his name that plays Morgan in Walking Dead? Can never remember his name.
Lonnie?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
I guess the MacGuffin is this stolen diamond, and you get that in the first 5 minutes,
which is wild because you see it. A lot of times with the MacGuffin, you don't see it.
Yeah, so you see that there's a stolen diamond, and along the way when the dog showed up and ate that squishy toy, I kind of knew he's eating this diamond. I don't know how it's going to work out, but this dog is going to munch down on this diamond.
Yeah, Lenny James is his name.
There you go.
I had to look it up.
How about every character's story really kind of affects and interacts with every other character's story in some way, whether they know it or not.
Yes.
And it's so funny because my God, this movie gets so off the rails, but it's kind of brilliantly done, and I love that.
And what's funny too is it's because we didn't start with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, but you'll see with this one and the other two that I chose is it's Guy Ritchie actually creating his own London universe.
Yes.
You'll see it. Like it's his take on what the underground in London really was like. And he reuses some of the same actors, but that's fine.
Yeah.
They don't play the same character though, right?
No, they don't.
No.
That's the funny
Okay.
part.
Okay.
Because Vinnie Jones comes back, but he's I can't remember who he plays. He plays somebody else later.
He's Big Chris in the other one.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. Here's where I gotta put my green shirt guy moment in.
All right.
I saw something in it and I was like, wait a minute. What are the Brad Pitt guys called? The Pixies.
Pikeys. Supposed to be gypsies,
right.
but
So you know how bad these dudes are.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you blow up. You set on fire his mom's caravan.
Oh,
Killing her.
Yeah.
Right.
After he already didn't throw the fight, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And you're expecting him to throw the fight again.
Well,
and go along with the plan after you just killed his mother, knowing how wild these people are. That was the part where I was like, nah, that's not believable.
I'll give you some of that, except for if you're a gangster that kind of gets whatever you want all the time, you're not worried about it.
Yeah.
You're thinking, okay, these are the tactics I normally use, and he'll just kowtow because he doesn't want me to destroy his whole community. But obviously, they're one step ahead.
When I was watching Brad Pitt, every time he was boxing, it reminded me a lot of this anime called Saitama, the One Punch Man.
Yeah,
the One Punch Man.
Yeah, because he killed a man with one punch.
Yeah,
it was bonkers, my dude.
Well, how about the scene right after he knocks out the first dude? He knocks out Gorgeous George, and then you just see Tommy close up, and the voiceover is all about. He's hoping this guy wakes up in about 3 minutes, because if he doesn't, they're just gonna kill him and bury both of them. Move on.
Yeah, he had a tear going down his eye.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
One mix-up though. Remember they were like, "Well, why don't we just get the Madman?" They show him in the psychiatric thing. He comes back to fight.
No, it's a different.
Is that a different Madman?
Guy?
Okay.
It's a different guy. Yeah, it's a different guy.
Okay.
I
thought it was the same one too.
He was, No, the guy in the first part was the guy who was supposed to. No, it's a different guy though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a different guy.
Besides that, man, the acting in this movie was phenomenal.
Well, and I think there's just the right amount of comedy throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just when you think you're going to take it seriously, they say something you're like, that's pretty funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the part where Tyrone's parking the car, and they're like, why'd you park here? He's like, why not over there? Because it's a little tight. Tight? You could put a jumbo jet. And then he backs into the van. It came from a funny angle.
Yeah, when I saw that, when he said it was too tight and they spin the camera around, I was like, bruh.
Right? And he's got a small car anyway.
Exactly. That's the thing too. You're right. They're in that small car, but once again, you got Big Tyrone.
Who can't really get out?
Oh, remember when they were escaping and there was a push door and not a pull door? And they thought they were locked in there?
Yes.
Kamaria goes, wait, it was a push door?
Well, because they're probably locked that way, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they were trying to get out like that. They were trying to push it to get out. They weren't pulling it, and then Tyrone just goes, dude. It's like, oh.
Man. I like that.
Right before they go in, how about before they go in, he goes, how many fingers did that guy have? I don't know. I couldn't get the binoculars out there.
What are the I call the badass moments is when those three guys, Tyrone, Solomon, they had their guns on old dude.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and he said, first of all, I can read the replica on the side of the gun. I was like,
that was probably my favorite bit of dialogue in the movie was him at the bar, and they just had caused that crazy accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your gun has replica on the side of it, and mine has Desert Eagle 50.
I also love when they call in Goldie after Farina shoots Frankie Four Fingers in the face, and they're like, "So what do we do?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Yeah, but you're a quote hashtag bad boy Yardy. I make the bodies. I don't erase the bodies.
Boris was good.
Yes.
Boris was good,
Boris
yeah.
the Blade.
Yeah.
He had a big gun. I guess guns is, should be a big thing everywhere, being able to get a gun. But in Europe, guns are banned. So
Handguns are banned in England.
handguns are banned, so they have to go to certain people to get them. You know.
Yeah.
What
So
else?
I did a little research on what an 84 karat diamond of that clarity and color would cost. I went on a bunch of websites. The highest I could get was a 5 karat diamond, and it said, because there was a little thing where you could put in what you had, and it was like, whoa, that thing's big, just call us. So a 5 karat diamond of that price currently goes for $500,000. So a 84 karat diamond, God knows what it would be.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
84. That's crazy.
You said 5.
Like, what do you do? Like, say we're walking down the street and I see this bag, and I look in this bag, and there's like an 86 karat diamond. Like, what do you do? Like,
just keep walking, grab it, and keep walking. Don't
grab it. But where do you take it?
Later.
Like, yeah, do you take it to like a regular pawn shop? Do you take it to
No.
like, where do you take an 86 karat?
You take
diamond?
you take it to a pawn shop or some kind of dealer, and then you don't really haggle over price.
Yeah.
Because you eat part of it because it's way more than you would have had.
I don't think a pawn shop will have that amount of money.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
why
so
it went
either.
right back.
No, but they
to,
might
like,
have someone to fence it.
the back to the specialist at the very end. Like it was just like really, it went like full circle. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that at the beginning too, where they're robbing the place, and you see it on all the different security cameras, and then the guy's wanding him. He goes, "What do you want me to take my pants off?" All right, yeah, you're right. And then that was the reason they got screwed.
I like how they were acting like they were Jewish all the way up until they got in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was an interesting conversation. What else? What else about this movie?
I also love the part where you first meet Bullet Tooth Tony, and he pulls up on that guy and then sticks his head in the doorway of his car and just starts driving. Dennis Farina goes, "It's effective, not too subtle, but effective."
Yeah, this was it had I like it. I like a lot of the one-liners.
The music's great too.
The music is great. It's just even the dog was the scenes with the dog was funny.
Yeah.
You know, what was that when he's like he wanted the one guy wanted to cut the dog open.
Yeah, open him up.
Open him up, yeah.
Song, isn't it?
Do you think that
he shot the other guy 7 times from close range?
I don't know.
Remember that they said that they always gave a dog for with the deals?
Yes.
Do you think they gave them the dogs purposely? Because remember the dogs would always run back to the camp.
Oh yeah.
So like
I'm
almost
thinking they did that thing. The dog would swallow something that they could come back and bring back to them.
Yeah.
Which in this case would have been the diamond.
All they do is wait 7 days and then poops it out.
I got that dog's not pooping that thing out.
Oh yeah, no, that dog would be dead. It's not passing that big of a diamond.
No, well, yeah, he's not passing the chew toy either.
True.
Okay.
How about the conversation about milk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's how the guy when he threw the milk out the window,
right,
and it started the whole thing. First, I was like, "What just happened?" And then as they explained it, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
Yeah, I was watching with
pretty
her.
good.
She's like, "Well, wait a minute. How did?" I'm like, "Hold on, just wait. They'll show you."
How many times did y'all rewatch that scene where Brad Pitt was trying to explain all the accessories that they want on that car?
Oh yeah.
He wanted an Imperiwinkle blue. He wanted top of the range.
Yeah.
A special duvet cover, and I can't remember. I've seen the movie before, so I know what it says.
Yeah.
If you're watching in subtitles, if you're watching with the movies like the disc subtitles, it just cuts off. There's nothing. But if you put it on your television, it just shows question marks across the screen.
From a man.
Ooh.
I don't want to.
Do you like Dags? Do you like Dags?
Thanks.
Oh, you mean dog? And then when he said it back, like, oh, you mean dogs? I just started dying. It's like, you both. What are you both saying?
Right.
Well, at first I thought it was just Brad Pitt saying it weirdly, and then his mom said it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. The whole.
How about when Dennis Farina first meets Bullet Tooth Tony? He's like, he says to him, he's like, well, we got to find out who blagged the bookies. He's like, blagged? What are you talking? He goes, I thought your country spawned this language, but nobody actually speaks it.
That was very funny. I like Tommy. Tommy was cool in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ideally, what you want is 16 pigs. And you got to starve them for 3 days. They will both bone like butter.
All right. Let's get some numbers on this. We'll start with C. Bizzle.
I really enjoyed this. Even I believe was that Jason Statham's narrating the whole thing, correct?
Yes.
Yes. I like that. I like when they do stuff like that. The three, I call them the Three Stooges, Solomon, Tyrone, and I forgot the third guy's name. They always find their parts hilarious. I would give this film a solid 8.0.
Okay. Phil?
I'm also going to give it 8, like a solid 8.
Very nice.
It's a fun, it was a fun enough movie. It comes at you a bit quick, but that's like the idea of it. It comes at you a bit quick, and it's that's how it was written. That's how it's meant to be.
I think that's Ritchie's style too.
Yeah, I think that's like his style. So,
especially back then.
Yeah.
But it was fun enough. The story's good enough. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right, Clifford.
I mean, like, I enjoyed it way more than I thought. I'm going with like a 7.
Okay.
I'd probably watch this again.
All right.
It's like,
this is a rewatch.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Ooh.
You really enjoyed this movie.
Because I liked it because it was different. It was a different style of movie. The acting was really good. The storyline was you could follow the whole storyline pretty easily, and I just liked it. It was straight to the point. So I'm gonna give it a 9. Green shirt guy.
So this movie's 25 years old.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? This is one of my favorites of his. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think The Gentleman surpassed it when I saw it, so we'll be watching that in 2 weeks. So this is one of my favorites of his, though. I think it's a funny movie. It's a great action movie. The story's crazy. There's a lot of quotable lines. One that I forgot was one of my favorites, and I think about it all the time when certain things come up. Is when they're watching the closed caption video of the bookmaker, and Rick Top says, "Errol, do you know these 2 tits?" He goes, "I know a lot of tits, Governor, but I don't know these." And the door opens. He goes, "Oh, Tyrone, you stupid fat bastard." So yeah, I love this movie. I would say a 9 as well.
A 9 equals divided by 5. That gives it an 8.2. That's very, very good.
That is the IMDb rating right there. So
yeah it is.
See, council on point, ladies and gentlemen. 8.2. Great movie. Next week. No, that's not next week. Rockin' and Rolla. Number 2 movie for Green Shirt Guys, Guy Ritchie 2025 season of directors. Make sure
actors in this one too.
We got Gerard Butler, Tom Wilkinson, Thandie Newton, Mark Strong, Idris Elba, Tom Hardy, Toby Kebbell, Jeremy Piven, and Chris Bridges. So let's get that. That's gonna be a good movie. I can already.
And Ludacris.
Yeah, and Ludacris. He's not up there. Wasn't it? Okay.
I don't think Ludacris is in that one.
All right, so make sure you tune in for that. 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific next Sunday, episode 128 from the box office.
energy flow. So intense how the energy glow. When my energy low, that's when my enemies show. I let my enemies know. I take my enemy's soul and burn my enemy's gold. Yeah, intense, amazing, Spider-Man villain, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne, all the same villains. Jokers, goblins, Luther's the president, Catwoman, let the venom in. I'm dealing with these penguins that want me to kneel before Zod. It's a job for Castle. Through roads like a war machine to find Destro's castle. Xavier schools filled with fools, teaching young mutants how to misuse the powers with which we all fuse. America's frozen in ice. Wonder Woman's disappeared into the night. So Wonder Girl wanders through the years, wondering why no one can explain the tears. Causing havoc, seduced by Madeline, lost in limbo with magic. Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis, suffering annihilation, resurrection of the righteous. Stole the signal from Soundwave as I fought off Ravage. My optimist was lying on the ground dying. I'm missing my MJ, can't live without Lois. Rise at my lowest, going through storms like a road that can't be touched. Watch her hit a warn, forced to trust. New Jedi being born, in an empire soon to be dust. But Yoda's gone, and our fathers are fighting with decisions that made them turn. Had the temple burn, and that's when Mama lost her will to live. Hit me in the sand, and set me off the Dagobah to learn. Lose my hand in return as the hero. Soon as I get there, everything will be alright. I'll be your hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save your life. Save your life. Yeah, soon as they get here, everything will be alright.